welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am going to be reviewing both the Dior foundation and the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions that recently came out. It's fairly new. And I'm also reviewing the Caudalie Beauty Elixir that I also purchased in a recent Sephora haul. So yeah, if you guys want to see my first impressions of these products, then let's just go ahead and get started. Good morning, everybody. It's literally good morning because it is 9:43 in the morning. I am getting ready because I'm going to, my friend Bethany is having a purse bingo for her husband's basketball team. So I am getting ready to go do that, but I thought I would just sit down in front of the camera and get ready with you guys because I went to Sephora yesterday. I had a $25 off of $50 and I got some things, you know, I spent more than $50, go figure. So I just wanted to, you know, test out and do kind of not a full face of first impressions, but I definitely have quite a few first impressions in here for you guys. So what I got is I got the Dior Forever foundation. I don't know if you, the box is really hard to read. So like I said, this is the Dior Forever foundation. It comes in a really nice bottle like this. I got it in the shade number 10, which I saw a lot of reviews online and people were getting shade like 35. I'm like, how are you that shade? But whatever, this is the shade that I got. I also got, to test out today, I got the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions, which looks like this. Really been wanting to do that. I also got this from Caudalie. This is the Beauty Elixir. It usually comes in a green package, but I got it in the gold package because it's like a limited edition and I wanted to be fancy, you know. No big deal. Of course it's gonna leave like some sticky residue on there, but whatever. So I got that to try today. And excuse me, just some other things, little things that I picked up is I picked up some lash glue from House of Lashes. Picked up Makeup Forever Starlit powder and some glitter glue. Oh, and I picked up this by Way. This is their dry shampoo. And oh, it's like perfume for your hair. It's amazing. So yeah, I am just going to try out the Huda Beauty and the Forever Skin makeup today, and the Beauty Elixir. I already kind of tested this out just because I wanted to smell it, and holy crap, it smells like mint and it's amazing. So I'm just gonna spray this all over my face to prep my skin. So something I definitely want to mention about that is it's really strong mint. It has a really strong mint scent. So if you're not somebody who's really into like scents or mint, it doesn't last very long. It's just kind of the initial, it's just really minty, but for me it's really refreshing on the skin. So if you're not typically somebody who likes that kind of thing, then you might not want to stay away from it. I would probably recommend the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, which is the exact same price. So yeah, all right, well, yeah, now we're just going to go ahead and hop in with this foundation. I already pumped a little bit of it on my hand because I just wanted to make sure that, you know, when I got home, the foundations that I have, it matches that. It does. So we should be good to go. It might be like a hair darker, but we can fix that. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump it on the back of my hand. I'm going to start with 2 pumps. And it looks like this. So it's kind of a runny foundation. It is literally supposed to be amazing. So I'm like really hoping for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do like I would do any other day. And I am just going to dot this on my skin. I wanted to try this because of Jaclyn Hill. I will be honest. Oh, and before we get started, just before I go any further, sit down, grab yourself a cup of coffee, grab yourself a snack because it's going to be a long one, folks. Just putting another pump. The pump doesn't really give out much, like that's 1 pump. So I just want you to keep that in mind. So I think I'm going to be about 4 pumps like 3.5 pumps. So I just needed like a half a pump to get it on my neck. And my undertone is more of like a neutral undertone. So I got the ivory neutral. That like number 10 is neutral. So I'm just going to take my Eco Tool sponge and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that all out. Okay, so first impression is that it sits really nicely on the skin, like really nice. I have no complaints about that. The color, I believe, matches me pretty dang well. So like I can't tell any difference. Like I honestly think it's my perfect match. So I am happy about that. So I do want to build it up in just a few, I want to build it up in just a few places. So I'm going to go ahead and see if it is buildable and then we will continue on. Okay, so I must say, sorry if you guys can kind of see my camera, or my mirror right there. I have to say that this is a very beautiful foundation. It's gorgeous. It sits on the skin beautifully. I have no complaints whatsoever. It's not full coverage. It's more medium coverage, I would definitely say. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead at this point and take my Tarte, where are you? I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape. So this is like a normal concealer that I use, so I just wanted to keep with the normal so that I knew how other products sit on top of it and whether it works with those products or not. So I can't see why I've never come across a foundation that doesn't work with the Tarte Tape Shape, but you know, first time for everything. And this foundation sits well on my nose, and that is always my first indicator, because if it doesn't sit well on my nose, we've got problems. Just gonna take my Eco Tools, the bigger one, and blend out my cheek and my forehead, or my cheek, my chin. This is kind of also a first impressions of seeing how the Beauty Elixir sits on my skin. So, you know, that's definitely something we have to keep in mind as well. I also keep an eye on my forehead, which is why I'm like going super close in on it, because sometimes products, when I tested out a foundation that I'm also going to be doing a review on, I lost the footage for it, but I'm still going to give you guys my thoughts on the product. That one, the concealer broke up like you would not believe on my skin. So on my forehead especially. So I like always get nervous of that, because it's usually right in here where products will break up first on my skin, because it's basically the only part of my skin that's even the slightest bit oily. I do want to also apologize for the lighting. Normally I do not film this early. Usually I'm filming more around noon. So right now it's not really that sunny coming in through the window, so it's not the best lighting. I mean, everything is just sitting so, I keep smelling something and I don't know if it's the foundation. It doesn't smell bad, don't get me wrong. I don't know if it's the foundation or if it's like the Beauty Elixir like mixing with the foundation. I don't know. Beats me. Yeah, you guys, this foundation is literally gorgeous. Like, I've been wanting to get it ever since Jaclyn Hill talked about it, because her and I have very similar skin types. So I literally have been dying. It was worth the wait, without a doubt. All right, so next up, you know, I feel like my routine to you guys is becoming normal at this point. So I'm just gonna take my Coty Airspun powder, and I am going to, actually, I'm not gonna take that under my eyes. I'm actually going to first take this Profusion Contour Kit, which I actually just recently reviewed these on during Vlogmas, so I'll leave a link for that down below. I'm going to go ahead and take the lightest shade right here in the palette, and I'm going to set my under eyes with that. using my Morphe M438 brush. Alright, so now that I set my under eyes with that, I am going to now take my Coty Airspun powder and I'm going to set the rest of my face with it. I'm just going to take my usual powder brush. Okay, so right off the bat, powder sits very nicely on the skin with the foundation, so I have no complaints of that. I just want to call out that I do have some like texture right here on my neck right now. I'm not really sure what's going on, so I do have that, which is a pain in the arse, but we will make it work. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with bronzing slash contouring. Actually, I'm going to contour first. So I'm going to take this Profusion brush that I've really been loving for contouring, and I'm going to go back in with the Profusion palette, and I'm going to take the light color here, and I'm just going to carve out the cheekbones. Like so. I'm going to take my Morphe M527 and I'm going to mix it in between the light and the medium shade. And I'm just going to bronze the skin. That worked out beautifully. I'm going to take some of the light contour shade, just a little bit, and contour my nose. And then what I do normally with that is I take a little bit of the light highlight shade in that palette again, and I just kind of go down the bridge of my nose in case I got any excess in there. And now I'm going to go in with blush, and I'm just going to take this pearlescent, ooh, I don't want that. Pause, never mind. Okay, I'm going to take the Apricot in the Middle from Wet n Wild. It looks like that. Just a really pretty neutral shade. Apply that on the apples of my cheeks. All right. And then next we are going to take this Morphe M510 brush. I'm actually going to take a little bit of the Caudalie. I'm going to spray it on my brush. And then we are going to go in with the Profusion Strobe and Glow palette. Again, I reviewed this. I'll leave a link for it down below. And I'm going to be taking this shade and this shade right here. So I'm taking Heartfelt and Cotton Candy, and I'm mixing those two together. Please don't, because I'm testing out this foundation today, and it looks pretty f***ing amazing if you ask me. Do you want me to put that in the video?
Yeah.
So weird. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera, and now I'm going to dip into the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. There we go, so you guys can see that better. So it just comes with this like plastic thing. I don't care for that. And then we get into the actual palette itself. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh my gosh. So I'll do a couple swatches because I haven't even touched it yet. I'm so excited. So I'm going to go in. There's no shade names. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm just going to... Ooh, these are pretty and they're pigmented. So look at that. There's that color for you. All right. Then I'm just going to swatch this color right here. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this shade right here. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is really pretty. This actually reminds me of Celestial in the Profusion palette. Let's see, let's matchy here. Not really. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right on in because I have got to get going. As you can see, Chuck kind of popped in really quick, so I have got to get going. It is 10:17. I'm just really gonna do a quick and simple look with this. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm probably only gonna use a shimmer shade from it, to be quite honest, because this is daytime. I'm not trying to go like full glam. Oh, and there is a mirror, so that is a good thing. And there's like a little, sorry if you hear any background noise. Everybody in the house today has been up here and trying to get ready and stuff like that. So there is kind of a lot of fallout. By the way, this little dinky rinky thing is $27. Yeah, I said it, 27 bucks. So I'm just taking this bone shade right here and I'm just applying this all over the lid. With my Morphe M501 brush, y'all already know. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and go above that with the shade that is like more neutral. And one good thing is there's no fallout, so that is promising. There's no fallout on my face. There's plenty of kick up in the palette. But I can live with that. Some people cannot, so all personal preference to you, my dear. So then I'm gonna go in with that one shade that we did swatch, this like cranberry shade right here. Just because I'm really intrigued. I'm just gonna buff that into the crease. Yep, that's gorgeous. Okay, I'm just going to take my Morphe M501 brush and kind of just blend that all out. By the way, the brush that I just used was the Profusion brush that I got with the palette, and that works out beautifully. So then I'm going to take the same Profusion brush, sheesh, and I'm going to go in with this corner shade right here in the palette, this one right here. And I'm just going to ever so slightly put this in the outer corner of the eye. Alright, and then I'm going to take my Morphe M501 brush and I'm just going to go back into that neutral shade and just kind of diffuse everything and make sure there's no harsh lines, per usual. Right, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here in the palette, and per usual I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. Okay, so the shimmer shade, it works, it just took some time. Like it's weird. It really swatches well on the hand, it just takes some building up on the eye. So I mean, that is what it is. It's not like the most amazing thing, but you know, we'll see how the other ones pan out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Profusion brush with nothing else on the brush, and I'm just going to blend that here. It's okay. I'm just going to blend that out. Alright, and then I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lash line, but not the upper yet. And I'm just going to use my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So you know that moment sometimes when you're doing your makeup and you do a step backwards and you're like, Why did I do that? I just did that with my mascara. So we're just gonna go a little backwards. So I'm going to take that brown shade in the palette and a little Morphe M508 brush, and I'm just going to pack that on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take that more pinky coral shade, and I'm going to put that right on top. Alright, and I brought that like 3/4 of the way in, and then I'm going to take the darkest shade, and I'm going to keep that right on the outer. There we go. Sometimes even when we do it backwards, it still works out, so we're good. I'm going to now once again put mascara on for the second time on my lower lash line. I mean, it really didn't matter that much, but you know, just a little bit. Okay, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hop off, put some lashes on. I'm not doing liner or anything because this is a daytime look and I don't want to, like, you know, make it too harsh. So I'm going to go hop off, put some lashes on, and then do my hair, and I will be back. Actually, I'm going to get fully ready and then I'll hop on and sit down and give you guys my final thoughts and review. So stay tuned for that. Alrighty everybody, so I'm back with my final thoughts, and I think that everything looks great. I think that it applied well. I think that it looks well. I think that the foundation looks beautiful. The eyeshadows went on beautifully. So I give the Dior foundation, the Caudalie setting spray, and the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions, I give them all a super big thumbs up. So yeah, if you guys liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.